category here is favorite cover design. Now, Criterion is very famous and well known for its very interesting cover designs for each of its releases. It has a nice character, and sometimes you have different designers or illustrators coming in to have a cover design for a particular release. And more often than not, the cover is representative or emblematic or otherwise captures the soul or essence of the film that is the subject of the release. Therefore, the cover designs are always a subject of great discussion, and they are very fascinating. I am always fascinated by them, and so I'd like to present to you my top 5 favorite cover designs from the Criterion 2018 releases. As always, this is my own personal choice, so if you have any other favorites that you want to mention, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. With that, my friends, let me give you my top 5. Number 925. This is my number 5 cover design, favorite cover design. This is for Midnight Cowboy. Oops, there we go. So as you can see, this is a very interesting cover design in terms of color, and you've got the depiction of the two main characters on the front, and you've got the nice font use up here in the corner. I like the overall design of this because in terms of its color scheme and shapes, you have something that is both modern and also evocative of the time, which is the late 1960s. So it has that retro look, but it also has a nice modern look. So that pastiche to me is a really nice mix, and I think that is very emblematic of the film itself in terms of its mix of tone and in terms of its incredible balancing act that it achieves with respect to the different tones in the film. So that's why I think this cover is really quite fascinating. Incidentally, the design, of course, stretches around to the back, and you've got the circle colored motif continued on, and the font is really nice one. I think this is a fine cover design. Let me just say here that the cover design is credited, as always, here the art directors being Sarah Habibi and Eric Skillman, and the designer here is Jay Shaw. So this is, yes, designer Jay Shaw for the cover Midnight Cowboy, my number 5 favorite cover from 2018 Criterion release. Number 4, my favorite Criterion release cover design is for spine number 34, which is this, Andrei Rublev. Look at this cover, isn't that lovely? You've got the white motif, and you've got the main character in the center there, and I don't know if you can see there, let me just tilt it there. You can see the gold circle around his head, and this is so stunning. The font use is lovely, and the font use, of course, is continued on to the back. The back is a very simple white, which is a continuation of the cover design of the front. So this is simple yet stunning and effective, and you have white and black and gold, and the strategically placed gold in terms of how it figures in to the context of the character of Andrei Rublev. This is a lovely design and so evocative of the film. And you've got the, how shall I put it, the kind of darkness that is depicted here with his sort of stoicism, and you've got this sense of the gold representing a kind of enlightenment or a religious enlightenment. So of course, as you know, the film is about the struggle that the main character goes through. So this seems to me to be a wonderful depiction of this kind of contradiction. Lovely cover. Here, the cover, the art production is, let's see, art directors are again Sarah Habibi and Eric Skillman, and the designer is Nessim Higson. So, well done. This is a fantastic cover. Again, my number 4 favorite cover design from this year. Number 3 is spine number 940. This is the Ballad of Gregorio Cortez. Look at that cover. Isn't that amazing? That kind of folk art, and it has it tricks the eye a little bit, so you have to look carefully to know what the details are, especially in the back here. And this lovely color scheme fits in perfectly, and the color scheme continues on there, so there is no excess, but it is a simple presentation, but the art is striking. This is striking. When I first saw this, I was amazed, and it fits into the tone of the film so well, like so perfectly. And so this is my number 3. I'd love to have this as a big poster on my wall, but in any event, here the art design is here. Art directors, again, Sarah Habibi and Eric Skillman. Cover illustration, Juan R. Fuentes. Juan R. Fuentes. So please, Juan R. Fuentes for the cover illustration. Wonderful. Just beautiful, beautiful, so evocative, perfect encapsulation of this film. Number 2, this is my number 2 favorite cover design, and this is for spine number 952, the Magnificent Ambersons. Look at this. This is stunning. This is really stunning because you've got the cover art. It's got that lovely, look at that drawing style, and you can see there it's not finished. So the idea here is you've got the text, and you can see that it hasn't been filled in all the way, and you can see some of the lines. It's a lovely depiction of a particular scene in the film, but it's not complete. So that is a lovely metaphor for the fact that the film itself is considered to be not the complete version that was intended by the director Orson Welles. So you have the perfect encapsulation not only of the story but also the production history behind this film. Ingenious. Absolutely ingenious. And the idea here is you've got the back, which is a simple continuation, and then you've got the extension here. The art extends here, and then you've got the art here as well. So this is a ingenious cover. I am very impressed with this, and it is evocative of the nature of the film and also the nature of the production behind the film, and that is very, very clever. Here the art directors, again, Sarah Habibi, Eric Skillman, and designer Eric Skillman. So well done. The Magnificent Ambersons. Well done indeed. My number 1 favorite cover art. This is spine number 951. This is probably reflective of my own tastes in art, so if you disagree, again, I don't mean to offend you, but I really love this cover. I think it's just so quirky and perfect and just odd, and I love those sorts of odd, quirky things. And it's this one, True Stories. That is the coolest thing. I love the color scheme. I love the oddness of John Goodman's head, and I love the font that's used, and the blue and teal perhaps, but it's got a lovely color scheme that just hangs together in a way that is just unique. a very unique cover, and I love it so much. I think it's really, really lovely. And this is my favorite cover. I would love to have a poster of this, and who knows, maybe one day I might be able to get one. But in the meantime, I will have to be content with this Blu-ray cover, and I am very content indeed. I know this is probably considered by others that I know, for instance on Facebook, maybe not the greatest cover in the world, but I will defend my choice to the end, because you know, this is a subjective choice as well, and I love the uniqueness of it. It's just so out of left field, but again so appropriate for this film because of its quirkiness and its joyful nature. And so I find this to be, I look at this and I feel happy, you know, and I see other covers and I find they're very evocative of certain tones of a film, or they reflect certain nature, character of a film. And don't get me wrong, I love that. But here, I get all that, plus it makes me smile. Just this cover makes me smile. And so I think in the end, for me, if a cover can represent a film and make me smile at the same time, I think that's reason enough for me to have it be my #1 favorite cover design. So here, the art directors are credited as being Sarah Habibi, Eric Skillman, design Eric Skillman, based on concepts by Tibor Kalman /M & Co. So there you are. So that is my quick run through of my favorite cover designs. What are some of your favorite cover designs from Criterion 2018? Please let me know in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video with the next category. Talk to you soon, my friends.